Okay. All right. Okay. Now, actually, for this there's 8 pages I prepare from this book, right? So now we are on this chapter 3, right? Taking a meditation subject. The first chapter is talking about having the morality. So based on your good morality, then we start to analyze which meditation subject or meditation object that you should take. So as you can see, there are many texts, all right? So it's impossible for me to go through or read one by one, which I think you can read by yourself. So what I do is I will extract certain important portion. For example, the paragraph 128, I will indicate in my notes, like 121, 128, right? So I'll go for the first. This is on third one already. Okay, part 3. Now, it's the same PDF I passed to you, chapter 3, page 95 to 112 and some more, right? So this is a 6 kind of temperament. So in Pali, we call it Charya, all right? And it's translated as Raga, greed, Dosa, hating, diluted Moha, faithful Sada, intelligent Buddhi, speculative Vitaka, all right? Now, it's good to apply some Pali knowledge here, all right? Char, the Pali word char, charya, is to move, to practice, to behave, all right? So charya, so this word charya, so beside the word translate as temperament, so we can say it's like your behavior, right? What is your behavior? Is it you have a greedy behavior, hating behavior, diluted behavior, faithful behavior, intelligent behavior, and speculative? Now, all these are English translation, but if you look at the Pali, it will be easier. So it's good also to remember the Pali, raga, greedy. Or that's why we say there are various English translations, so we can use the word lust also. Dosa, hating, right? I think, or sometimes they call it hatred. Diluted, moha, okay? Or sometimes we can use the word confusion also. Confuse. Faithful, sada, right? I think, okay? Intelligent, buddhi, all right? And this last one, speculative. So vitaka, we can use the word like thinking, somebody who thinking too much, okay? So now on the text page, this is on the paragraph 75. It's talking about this faithful is similar, parallel to the greedy, right? This one thing. Why? Because the greed seeks out the sensual desire. This means the greedy people love to have good objects, while the faithful one look for special qualities like the Buddha, the Dhamma, and Sangha. The greed does not give up what is harmful, while the faith does not give up what is beneficial. Beneficial, right? I think so. So far now, up to this point, this paragraph is trying to just tell you that this, right, raga is same with the sada, right? So greedy, same with the faithful. So this the important point you should know. Because why somebody who is a faithful is similar with the greedy. So this is the explanation for this paragraph. Okay, so let's continue first. Now, intelligent, the buddhi, is same with the dosa, hateful. Why? All right. All right. Because the hateful, he does not hold on the object. So this is very not similar with the greedy. The greedy person always like sensual object, hold on to it. But the hate one, the people with the hateful nature does not want to hold on the object, right? Okay. And then the understanding here is talking about the buddhi, right? So the hate seek out the unreal fault. It's not the real one. But the buddhi, those with the buddhi here, buddhi nature, they look out for the real fault. Buddhi means intelligent, all right? And then there's another explanation more on Abhidhamma. The hate occurs in the mode of condemning living beings, while understanding, this is the Buddhi nature, occurs in the mode of condemning the formation. So this point is more on Abhidhamma, so it's not important. Now, the next one group is a speculative, all right? It's parallel to diluted, right? Because one have a, right? One who have this one speculative means he's thinking too much in a way. So diluted means due to the confusion, the mind is restless. Okay, so they are in this way, this is quite similar. Okay, then all these are a little bit thoughts here, but I think it's not so important. But what we do is, based on this, later I will share my charts here. All right, so there's I made a chart here, okay? So later we will go through the charts again. Now we just go through the theory first. Okay. Now, there's another book called Visuddhimagga, all right? So this book, the one we study now, is called Visuddhimagga. So it's translated as Path of Purification, right? So this is the book that we study now. So this Visuddhimagga is also another book which is very similar. So it's called Path of Purity. So from this book, there's also talking about, now you can see now, instead of the word temperament is translated as a behavior. And the English is a little bit different. Instead, the raga is translated as here passion, right? Hatred, infatuation. So you can see different translation, but let's look at the Pali. I think Pali will be easier. Okay. Now, this Visuddhimagga, it has the same thing: raga, greed, dosa, hate, moha, delusion, sada, faithful, buddhi, intelligent or understanding, vitaka, speculative or thinking, right? And this book, Visuddhimagga, it also show other combination with those with raga and dosa, greed and hatred, raga and moha, greed and delusion, dosa, moha, hatred and delusion, raga, moha, raga, dosa, moha, three of them, sada and buddhi, faithful and intelligent, sada and vitaka, faithful and speculative or thinking. Then buddhi and vitaka, intelligent and thinking too much, all right? And or sada, buddhi, vitaka, all right? So we can see this one. So we can do a chart like this because based on the Visuddhimagga and Visuddhimagga, we can combine. So what we do is we are going to make something that's similar. Okay, just now you say raga is same with. Okay, now just to now I can allow you to open up and ask. Okay, Sumita, raga is similar to what?
Sada.
Sorry?
I forgot to. Raga is lust. So
Okay, similar to
greed, no?
no, similar to another quality. So which one?
Oh, the opposite, faithful.
Okay, similar to sada. Okay.
Sada.
Similar to sada, all right? So
Yeah.
sada is similar to raga, okay?
Yeah.
And dosa is also parallel or similar to, all right? So Sister Ong Kate Bin, all right? Dosa is similar to
Moha.
dosa, no. Okay, so we look at the text just now, right?
Hatred.
So hatred is similar to
Intelligent.
okay. Right. So dosa is similar to the buddhi. Okay. All right.
Yes. Okay, understand.
Now, next person. How about the brother Ko, right? Moha is similar to
Vitaka.
okay, Vitaka, okay. Okay, so now we have the term. So raga is greed, dosa is hatred, moha is delusion or confusion, Sada is faith. Vitakka is a speculative, just very simple, just word thinking, right? Buddhi is intelligent or understanding, right? Now, based on this Visuddhimagga, not Visuddhimagga, we can have various combination, right? Raga, okay, just purely on raga, dosa, moha, so means greed, hatred, confusion, sada, faith, so buddhi, intelligent, vitakka, thinking or speculative. Then you have combination, okay? So raga plus dosa, okay? Raga and dosa. And raga and moha, so raga and moha. Then dosa and moha, so dosa, you can put the dosa and moha, this one, all right? Then raga, dosa, moha, so it's three of them. Sada, and then the buddhi. Then sada and vitakka, right? Then buddhi with vitakka. Then you have got three, sada, buddhi, vitakka, all right? So now, okay, now we combine again. Okay, raga means greed, dosa means hatred, moha means confusion, sada means faith, vitakka means thinking, buddhi means intelligent. All right, so we go back to the text just now. So it's very important to understand it. All right, faithful is similar with greedy. All right, sada is similar with the raga. Why? Because greed, you look for the object, very similar. Faith also look for the object, like look for the Buddhanussati special quality. Okay, that's one thing. So intelligent buddhi is similar with the dosa. All right, why? Because the dosa hatred does not hold on the object. It doesn't like the object. See out only the unreal fault. But the buddhi sit on the real fault. So the buddhi also doesn't like the object. Okay. Then the speculative, all these are English. Speculative means vitakka. Okay. Thinking too much is same with the moha. All right. That's why sometimes the English term is not easy. So we just sit with the Pali. So vitakka, thinking too much. Why? Because it's thinking over many things. So the moha is delusion, or it has restlessness due to confusion. Right? Okay, now we understand their characteristic. Now, and there are many 14 types of this charya behavior according to Visuddhimagga, right? So these are Visuddhimagga. So based on this one, now we roughly get the idea already. So we're going to read some more from this Visuddhimagga, right? Same also, it has the same thing. Raga, passion means intent passion. Faithful means intent on good, right? I think this text is quite similar. I think we can just know it. So based on this one, all right, what do you think is your charya or charita? So how many among these six, which is you think that happened to you, right? And that's one thing. And second question is, what do you think, what is the best combination, all right? Now, based on this one, now we only have a little bit understanding. So later we will study some more. So based on this one, up to this point, so I will ask you. So Veera, Oi, what do you think is your charya or charita? Based on so far the explanation.
These few years has been trying to analyze myself. So
Okay.
I think I come up to Sada, Buddhi, and Vitakka.
Okay. So you are the last one. Okay. Yeah, I
Yes.
think you are the last. Sada, Buddhi, Vitakka. All right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
How about Brother Ong? Okay, Brother Ong.
I think I'm greed, Vitakka, and Buddhi.
Greed, Vitakka, and Buddhi. So you are not the Sada type. No.
No, not so much Sada.
Okay. All right. Okay. So okay, now roughly you have some idea. I think for me, I will be more on definitely on Buddhi. I think because now I liars with Sayaji Agawati, she has more Sada. So it's like, for example, if you feel that you have less Sada, less faith, you should liar with somebody who has more faith. So it will improve your faith. So after I liars with her, my faith already improved. My Buddhi is, that's why I like to teach Pali or Abhidhamma, because it's suitable for my Buddhi Zare. Buddhi character. In Myanmar, we call it Zare. Means from the word charita. Okay. Dosa, I think also sometimes. Okay, so now based on this one, okay, what is the best combination for practice? All right, Sister Ong Kebi, what do you think?
Yes, Sayaji. Can I go back to question 1 first?
Okay, yes.
Because it says, what is your charita, right? Actually, it
Mm.
depends on the different moments that we are in. So,
Okay. It changes all the time. Changes
Yeah.
all the time. Okay.
and
Yeah, it's
because
true
our,
also.
because our mind is always with the thinking thoughts. So
Mm.
sometimes, and also depending on the environment, so the temperament
Okay.
will change accordingly. That's for
So
me.
among these
That's my
6,
case.
which one you think that you have more?
It is more of sada, faith,
Okay, you are more in
faith
faith. All
itself.
right. Okay.
And then,
All right. Which one you think that you have less?
I think buddhi.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to think so, because still learning.
Okay.
But anyway,
All right.
but in terms of meditation, I'm not sure, because Saji, because in terms of meditation, how do you fit all this in? Because when we do the meditation, it's supposed to be calming the mind and tranquility of the mind.
Okay.
So we
Yeah,
shouldn't be thinking of
definitely
all
the
this, right?
raga is not good, right? Of course,
Yeah.
I mean, not in terms of, not actual practice of meditation, but generally environment.
Mm.
Of course, we're talking about the raga too much, not
Yeah,
good, right?
yeah.
Greed, not much, not good. Dosa also not good, okay? So all this raga, dosa, moha, actually this is a great hatred delusion. So we should not have these 3 more, right? Then the best will be
Sada, yes.
sada and what? Buddhi, all right?
Buddhi lah.
Buddhi,
Yeah. Buddhi, yeah, intelligent.
Mm,
Because
mm.
among the five faculties, so you mean the 5 faculties, so how many we have?
Mm.
Okay, we have the sada,
Sadar, ya.
all right,
Yes.
sada, viriya, sati, samadhi, and
Samadhi.
panya, all right?
Panya, yes.
So buddhi will be this panya, and sada is panya, all right? So means faith, effort, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. So the best will be these 2, sada and buddhi. Sada is sadhya, buddhi is the panya, all right? Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. So this just a small test, or just so far we call it a stop point. So it's like not good to continue theory. So after continue theory, we rest and we discuss. And now I will continue some more. Okay. Now this one is actually very interesting. All right. You'll find in the book. Okay. I already saw the paragraph. So if you're interested, you can read the PDF, paragraph number 92, 93, 94, 95. All right. Now, just now we are talking about all this, like the one we see above is we are roughly guessing what is our character, what is our temperament, behavior. So we still don't know. So according to this text, it's like the way you eat, the way you behave, action, the way you take the object, what is your frequent mental states, paragraph 95. Right, raga. Okay, now always remember, so I stick with the pari because it's easier to remember. Raga means greed. So greedy people, slowly, carefully, gently, when he do something. And eating, I think this is very obvious. He like to enjoy the food, especially sweet things. Okay. And then when he see the object, he enjoy. Let's say he see the flower, he will be stuck in front of the flower, looking at the flower, enjoy it because his character is greedy. And frequent mental state, the bad one will be like deceit, fraud, pride, evilness of wish. Maybe you can put others like lust, or like greedy nature, and so on. Okay. I think this one may be copied wrongly. Yeah. Should not be same. Okay. Okay, now let me check paragraph number 95. Okay, you can find this book on the paragraph mentioned. So for this book, because it's very long passage, so, and the best is always make a note of the paragraph, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, why go here? Okay. So you can see all right. So in those greedy nature in this one, all right. For those hating nature, there's a frequent occurrence of anger, right? So you can copy this one. So I just copy and then put, so you can make your own notes. Okay, this one should wrong, yeah. Okay. Okay, now dosa, hatred. Sometimes because the hatred, we can other thing, you can use even the English word like aversion. So the mind is like kind of like angry, or simple way means the angry mind, right? So those action, he always like fast. He like to do it fast and rigid, and he likes sour food, eat fast, not enjoying the taste. So it's very opposite of the raga. Raga is enjoying the taste. Dosa is not enjoying the taste. He just want it to finish as fast. But we must know all these are according to opinion of some teachers, right? So this according to what teachers say. But we can see whether it logic or not. And Raga always enjoy the object. Let's say what is the object, like the flower or some, oh, okay. So for those dosa, find the fault of object. Let's say when he see the flower, he will say, oh, the flower is like old already. The flower, the color is not nice. Okay. Let's say if he eats something, he will say the food is rice is too hard and so on. So he's always, the mind is always complain. So there will be anger, frequent mental states, enmity, dominating, envy, and not happy. So you can see the mind are not happy, right? Now moha. So moha is delusion, or sometimes we use confusion, or the mind is confused type or deluded type. Now, what kind of mind? So action means that those with a diluted mind, you can see whatever they do, even they're sweeping the floor, they don't know how to sweep properly. So when they do something, they never finish the action properly. So everything they've done is very messy, very not clear. So I can see, because we have some children here, some of the children are very unskillful. Whatever they do, they cannot finish. Everything they do halfway. And the way when they eat messily, they're thinking here and thinking there. So they are not concentrating even at the eating time. And then because they have no idea, they are not intelligent. So whatever people do, they just copy. Even the action might be wrong, so they just copy it. Frequent mental state. So the mind is rest, because of the restless worry, say they don't know what to do clearly. So the mind always agitated, worry, uncertainty, stiffness. Okay. Now, sada. Now we are talking about this raga, dosa, moha is the bad one. Sada is, so there are many ways we can translate faith or trust. Okay. Maybe believing is another good word also. They believe, all right. So action is not mentioned here, but we say already the sada is actually similar to the raga. Okay. So means the action will be slowly and carefully. So we can just copy here, same action, all right. Okay, so when they are eating, sada is also same, enjoying the food. So when they see the object, they will enjoy. So because it's sada type, so let's say they offer the flower to the Buddha, so they enjoy the flower, enjoy the like Buddha image, because they are faithful type. Okay. Now, how do we know that they have sada? All right. So they are very generous. Sada people always very generous, not stingy. They desire to see the noble ones, to see the monks and nuns. They desire to hear the Dhamma. Their mind is very, have lots of joy, honest. They have trust. All right. So all these are very good one. Now, Vitaka, this is not so good. In a way we can translate as thinking. So just now the earlier translation, they have it's called the speculative, right? Now, Vitaka is same with Moha. Okay, Buddhi is the last one, right? So Vitaka will be same, because they are thinking too much, they cannot concentrate. So whatever they do is, okay, because when they are thinking too much, they cannot concentrate. That's why they are unskillful. All right. And then when they eat, because they cannot focus on even on eating, so they eat messily, thinking somewhere. Then whatever people do, they just copy it. All right. So you can see those thinking too much. It's actually true, no? Why people talk? Because with their thoughts are too much. So when they cannot control their thoughts, so they always talk and talk and talk. So if you meet people who are very talkative, you can say they are vitaka. It's very obvious. So their sociability, their boredom, all right? They cannot finish whatever they're supposed to finish, and some more. Okay, smoking and so on. All right. So buddhi is a good one. So buddhi translate as like just now, intelligent. Okay, another one is understanding, right? So buddhi zare is a buddhi charita is same with the dosa. Okay. So those who are strong in this one, they also like this. So it's same like this, fast and rigid action. They like sour food, not enjoying the taste. They find fault, right? So here is dosa, they find fault. Okay. Now, Buddhists also find fault, but they find fault in real fault according to the text just now, because they understand, like they see, for example, they see the flower as impermanent, suffering and non-self. All right. So they can find the fault, so they not cling to the flower. So those for the Buddhist character, they will be they have good friends, they know the right time, they have mindfulness. All right. Now you understand this better by seeing this paragraph 92, 93, 94, 95. All right. So I go back to this paragraph. So 95 is on this. Right. So this 96 and so on. Right. So after that, this text talking about the 97. What kind of things are suitable for the tema? This is actually quite interesting. Now, so before we go on to next discussion, so now we can just open up for discussion. Okay.
Segi,
Okay. Now, anybody? Yes.
I just
Yeah,
ask you,
brother.
you
Or
said you had the moha, a lot of moha children in your nunnery.
children are moha.
Yeah.
Children at their age is very diluted.
You have a lot of
Yeah.
them. How do you train them?
How
do
you train them?
change them? Change them? How do you teach them?
You cannot
do you-
change them, but you must, first thing must be very patient. All right. Because
Okay.
children are even like you all have young children, children are very messy, very naughty, very disobedient. First, be patient. And second thing, how to train them is repeat the instruction. You have to repeat the instruction many times. All right. Okay. Ang, yes. You want to ask something? You
Yes,
can
can you hear
unmute.
me?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I am not talkative. I'm not sociable, but I think a
Mhm.
lot. So, how do I fall into the Vitaka category?
Okay. You are not talkative, but you think a lot. So
Yeah.
if your thoughts helpful or not? Let's say Buddhi intelligent type, they also think a lot, but they think in the right way. For example, they find the fault in the flower and so on. Vitaka people, they think a lot, but they think in an unprofitable way. It's nonsense, right? For example, like tomorrow, you need to go somewhere, you were thinking what kind of clothes I need to wear. Is it going to rain tomorrow or not? Thinking non-stop for more than half an hour, right? It's worry too much, I would say. Okay. So
Yes.
do you think you're more on this intelligent, or you are thinking nonsense?
Nonsense.
Okay. You're very honest. Okay. All right. So okay, next discussion, next question. If not, I will continue next paragraph. All right. So any more? No more? Okay. Okay. So let's continue. So as long as you see this paragraph 92, 93, 94, 95, it's actually very interesting to read, and you'll find what you are, right? Okay. And remember, we are not talking about only one. We have combination of them. So maybe out of these 6, we got 3 or 2, or maybe 6 of them, like Sister Ong said, at different time. Okay, now paragraph 96. Okay, this is you can see 96 are a lot of text. So out of the 96, I only copy one. I think it's important. So it's only by the penetration of the mind, if the teacher be able to have this power to see your mind, or by questioning the person, then you can know whether he is a greedy type or so on. All right. So it depends how skillful is the teacher. Now, 92 and 102 actually is very interesting. It's talking about what is a suitable place, dwelling, what is a suitable road, what is the attendance, devotees, food donors, and is Kasina talking about meditation object, right? So okay, so it's a paragraph 97 to 102. So you can see it's from this paragraph. What is suitable of the kinds of temperament? They talk about this suitable lodging and so on. And this book is actually very long, but it's very easy to understand because all these are just English. You can read yourself. 97, okay, 98, 99. All right. So I recommend you all to read whenever you're free. So we just go for a short point here because it's good to compare these 6 together so we get to know. Okay, now I think you're all familiar with the Pali. I'm not going to repeat all the English translation anymore. So raga, chariya, temperaments, behavior. Okay, raga. Now we are talking about suitable things. Inter is helpful. Let's say, this is talking about somebody with greed. So for those who are greedy nature, what is suitable thing? It's talking about, actually the book is very interesting. It's talking about the dwelling must be ugly. So it's actually most of meditation center you go, the dwelling are too beautiful. And the road should be far from people disagreeable. The food should be unpleasant. Attendants, devotees, donors should be ugly. Even the donors are not happy to welcome you, unwelcoming. But it's very interesting to read here. For the grid here, the posture should be standing or walking. Kasina, one of the meditation object is a color kasina, but the color it should not be pure one. All right. So we can compare with the dosa. Dosa is already, we mentioned already, hatred or anger. Now, for those who always get angry or hatred, so it should be, we call it the suitable environment should be opposite one. If the person angry all the time, so you should give him the good, happy dwelling. And then the road should be properly prepared. The food should be good. The person should be welcoming, pleasing, so he will not get angry. Because if they are not welcoming him, he will get even more angry. And then this is a lying down and sitting. Suitable posture. Color kasina and color should be quite pure. Moha, those with diluted mind, the dwelling should be open type, all right? It's like instead of closed type. So it's same. According to this text, it's same with the dosa. Okay, same. And then for moha, need to walk. And then the kasina should be large size. Sada, which is a same type with the not dosa, with the raga. Oh, sorry. Here is talking about the things should be same with the dosa, okay? Same. Okay, but the dwelling should be happy one. Because faithful people, they like happy place. All right. Everything should be nice, properly prepared, good food, and then the good donors. But here he should practice lying down and sitting, not walking. And suitable object, instead of kasina, he can do the reflection of the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, qualities, virtues. Now, for those vitaka, thinking too much, right? So very simple. Vitaka, the Pali words means thinking. So thinking too much. So it should be a place that enclosed one, means there are no view. Because the moment he see view, he see people moving around, he will be thinking even more further, right? So to reduce him from thinking too much, he should be a place far away from people. The food should not be present. Same with raga. Attendance should be ugly and welcoming. So it's very interesting here. And then the same with the posture. And then kasina, because they like to think too much, so the object should be small for the kasina. And for buddhi, intelligent type all are suitable, right? Now, okay, before go for the next question, so I like to ask you this question, right? So think about that. According to this book, it's said like this. Why do you think raga should be standing and walking? Why dosa should be lying down, sitting? Why moha should be walking? All right. So anybody want to contribute for this point? Or only about posture? I think this is the rest are very easy. Dwelling, road, foot, attendance. Only this posture is a little bit confused here. Okay, the first question, raga. Why is it people with greedy mind need to stand and walk? Why? Brother
Yeah,
Ong? Yes.
I had the experience once, Swangjaya. So I was
Okay.
greedy for concentration. No? So I went for many objects, no? Up to 6 objects on walking. So I lost concentration and felt very sleepy all the while. So it's my
Okay.
greed actually. So I should be doing the standing and maybe lying down a bit.
Yeah, but here say greed one should do standing and walking. All right.
Yeah, but the walking was watching too many objects.
Because I think you're walking too slow. You know to six types of walking is too slow for the mind,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
when
for
the
the mind,
mind when the mind does not have enough concentration, you don't walk the 6 steps.
correct.
You are
correct.
forcing the mind, so the mind
Use the
become
greed. Use my
greed.
greed.
Yeah. All right. So you can just do standing at a time. Okay. So you stop walking and do
Change
just standing. Yeah.
and
Just
slow
do
down by
simple
lying
thing.
down. Lying down.
Okay. All right. So okay. So all right. So how about Goiwa? All right. How about the dosa type? Why is it you need to lie down and do the sitting? Do you understand about this? Goiwa? Vira? Okay. I think she's not around. Okay.
Sorry,
So
sorry.
anybody? Yes. Okay.
Trying to unmute. Dosa, is it, Saiji?
Yes. About this line.
So that we don't look at a lot of things and get agitated.
Also it's a good answer because dosa type they get angry all the time. So it's better they close their eyes in sitting meditation, lying down. So reduce their anger, So reduce the mind get so agitated also. Okay. So if they sit down, close their eyes, then they will not get angry all the time. Okay. Now moha, walking. All right. Somebody maybe try to ask. Okay, how about Bande? Are you able to unmute? Bande? Why is it moha, delusion, confused? You need to walk. Yes? Yeah,
Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. Yes, yes.
Because maybe they need more clarity. So if you sit down, then your mind will be like in sloth and torpor easily. That's just my opinion.
Okay, good. They need more effort, right? Their mind need to be more awake. So walking is good for those with moha type. Okay? That's a good answer. All right. How about Amy for the next one?
Can I add a bit?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
So moha, I think deluded people, when they sit down, they feel quiet. They thought they're already in bliss, they're already in jhana already. I think you need to get up and walk. That's all. Nah, they
Okay.
deluded. A lot of people are deluded. They say, oh, I'm jhana already.
Yeah, sure. Their mind is not active, lost in their own happiness. Okay. Next one. Sada need to do the lying down and sitting. This is also interesting, no? Why we do need to do it? So anybody, Brother Ko, right? What do you think about this? Brother Ko?
I'm not too sure, but then I presume because if they were to be, for example, facing a Buddha image, that will stir them up. So probably with the image and sitting down, that helps a lot. Whereas if you were to be walking, they might not be able to see so well, so the faith may not come up.
Okay, good. So they do the Buddhanussati, look at the Buddha image, they sit down and then their faith increase, their happiness increase. All right. Okay.
Sayaji?
Right. Yes.
Here. Can I add to the sada, please?
Okay.
Yeah. For the lying down and sitting is basically for one to increase their concentration. for the sadhana,
Okay.
because once you have faith, then when you do a
Mm.
sitting or lying, usually it's sitting up, then
Okay.
your concentration will arise faster as compared to
Mm.
walking and standing.
Yes. So they sit down, their concentration, and then they reflect
Mm.
on the Buddha Nusati. Okay,
Yes.
good. All right.
Mm.
Okay, so I think this is clear. If clear, I will move to next one. All right. Now we are talking about this question. Now, sometimes we are talking about as a meditator, when you go to a meditation center, you cannot be so choosy. You want open type, you want enclosed place, you want a road, you want what kind of food. You cannot be choosy because how are we going to choose all this? You know, like dwelling, food, road. No, it's impossible to choose. So what is the suitable environment for meditators? Commonly, all right? So any answer? For any meditator, what is the best one? What do you think? Regardless of any of this. Okay?
Saiji, can I comment?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Usually for the environment, for me, I'm just talking about my experience. I would prefer it to have some quiet, quiet
Okay.
place.
Yes.
And,
Quiet and clean. Okay.
and then it's easily supportable by, because when you do meditation or retreat, we need to have the nutriments. That means there will be people who can offer food that we don't
So
have to cook.
food. So food. Okay. That's all. Food only.
Nutriments like I said, nutriments, then
Food and nutriment are same. Okay. That's all. Food only. You only require food. You require
Yes.
no. How about electricity?
Yes, all these amenities,
Oh.
basic amenities.
Okay. How to spell I forget how to say AMENIT. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother Ong.
Space,
You got to watch out for Penang, no? Because I'm from Penang, I've also been to the 1 or 2 centers. The food is very good, so you got to watch out your mind.
Okay. So watch out the mind. So good food, good amenities. It's too nice. So you don't need all the ugly place. Okay. The one from here, the one above is we call it the opposite way. So if the people is having greedy mind, it should be ugly. Okay. But actually most people will prefer a beautiful, even like dwelling should be a beautiful one. All right. We say the dwelling should be, we call it good dwelling. Okay. Good dwelling. But not so beautiful, right? Because some of the meditation center I go, some are too beautiful. Too beautiful means they have all those dragon, all these different statue all over the place. So all these are not good because it's too attractive, you know. It's kind of like tourist spot. It's actually this kind of thing is not suitable. It should be middle one, right? As long as quiet and clean, but not so beautiful that your mind it cannot even stay in meditation. Your mind want to go to see the environment all the time. Okay, so it should be a suitable one. All right. As long as the place is quiet and neat and tidy, and I think that's enough. Good food. So if you are vegetarian, there should be vegetarian food. If you are non-vegetarian, there should be non-vegetarian food. Then there should be like you need 2 meals, all right? 2 meals, and then in the evening time should be some juice. Okay, suitable juice, natural juice. Not every time must be honey. You know, sometimes every day nobody want to take honey every day. Natural juice, this should be the best one. Or sometimes we call it the brown sugar. Brown sugar is actually good for the evening time. Or sweets, like even like ginger, sweets, all these are good for the stomach. All these suitable food. Okay, so we finished this one. So I will continue the next one. All right. So I think you all understand already. Now, this is on paragraph 92 to 102. All right. So continue.
Saiji, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Going
Okay,
back to
yes.
the kasina, the chart, after, yes, the kasina, I'm not too sure. I don't already understand why.
Kasina
the-
is the next chapter. Not this
I
chapter.
see.
This chapter
Okay,
is
okay.
just introduction because this chapter
Thank you.
focus more on this charya. All right. Is next chapter will be on kasina,
Okay.
where you
Thank
go to 10 kasina in detail and what is the color kasina and so on. So this is up to now we are still on the where you say in the introduction, all right? So we are more focused on the behavior of the person, not on the object yet, right? So now, then on the para 103, so there will be enumeration. We're talking about 40 types of samatha, all right? Then that will link to the next chapter where everything in detail. There were access and absorption. This is talking about types of because last time we already said there are two types of samadhi. One is access, one is absorption. And what kind of jhana and some on, all right? So this just introduction, all right? So let's go for this one, enumeration. Now, since this is on samatha, so we have how many? We have 40 meditation subjects or objects for samatha, okay? So it's good to go through in detail because when you study Abhidhamma, you still have to learn this in detail also. Then kasina, earth, water, fire, air. Then all this, we call it, this is actually 4 great elements, all right? And then you have 4 colors: blue, yellow, red, white. And then you got 2 extra. One is light, and then one is a limited space. It's actually just same with space kasina, right? So I think we can just delete this one. So to remember this 40, remember you have to remember in 4 groups, all right? So the first group is 10 kasina. This is the first group. Then the second group will be the Asubha, 10 Asubha, the foulness. Okay. So remember 40, how to remember 40? Remember the group A, 10 kasina, earth, 4 great elements, 4 colors, light and space. So earth, water, fire, air. So I remember in the Pali, Patawi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu, right? So it's in right sequence. Patawi is earth, Apo is water, fire is Tejo, V is a Vayu, right? Then the blue, yellow, red, white. So how to remember? Just remember the short one. Blue, yellow, red, white. Very easy. Or you can wear. And then light and space. So this one, when go for next chapter, is very helpful already. So 10 or Asubha, so different types of corpse, bloated. Because when the body left for some time after pass away, then it become bloated and then vivid. And this one you can read in detail in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. It's talking about different type of stages of the decomposition of the dead body. And then this one actually not helpful for most of us because we don't see the dead body so much. All right. This one will be good for those who are faithful type. Then the correction. So the Pali word is anusati. So anusati you can translate as a reflection also, or contemplation. I think reflection is better. The correction also not so bad. So there are 6 of them first: Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. This one we call it Sila, virtue, Chaga, generosity. Then the Devata, the deity. So you can put these 6 as one because they are similar in terms of thinking about good things about the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, virtue, Sila. So we call it Sila, Chaga, generosity, and deities. But now about these deities, which you will read in detail in the next page, next chapter and chapter, it's not talking about just deity. It's talking about, why they're born as a deity, because they have a good morality, good donation, and so on. That's why they are born in deities. It's not just you think about the deities and want to be like the deity. We are more on focus on their good qualities. And next one is mindfulness, marana sati, thinking about on the dead. And this one is the next one on the body. All right. And the breathing, anapanasati. And this one is on the peace of nibbana. So the correction on the peace. So these 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 you can put as separate group. So these 6 are very similar in terms of thinking good points of Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Sila, Chaga, Devatas. All right. So Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, virtue, generosity, deities. right? Then this 4, another one. So we'll go through this later. And then the group number D are divided to 4 divine abidings. Is a Brahma Vihara, Metta, Karuna, Mudita, and so on. And then you have this is Arupa. So easy to remember the Pali also. Lupa. So 4 Brahma Vihara, 4 Arupa. This one, when you learn Abhidhamma, you learn about boundless space, boundless consciousness, nothingness, neither perception nor no perception. All right. So now it just take note of the name only. And perception or repulsiveness or nutriment. All right. And then the 4 great elements, not just elements, 4 great elements. So you got 4 and 4. So 8 plus nutriment 1 and 4 great element 1. So you got 10. So 40 will be 10 kasina, 10 asubha foundness, 10 anusati, then the remaining 4 Brahma Vihara, 4 alupa, then the nutriment ahara, then the 4 great elements. So you got 40. All right. This is not easy to remember. So what we do is, I think remember last time when we learned the basic Buddhism, I show you these charts before. All right. So we can just do the cross reference with the vipassana, because now we are only focused on samatha, right? So we can just go on this one. So kasina, like just now, you got the 10 asubha on the stages of corpse, 2 anusati is 10, and the 4th Brahma Vihara. All right. So when you compare with Visuddhimagga, compare with the vipassana, so you find that the kasina is only on samatha. You cannot find in the vipassana. Asubha, you can find in this one, 9 stages of corpse under the contemplation of the body, Kayanupassana. Then mindfulness here is also on the 32 body parts, all right? Anapanasati is on the first one, Anapanasati. So Brahma Vihara, Metta, Karuna, Mudita is only samatha. Only the upeka you can find in the bojjhanga as a upeka here. Then this one on the nutriment, you cannot find here. Then the 4 great elements you can find in the Kayanupassana. Okay. So based on this chart, and also on the previous class, we talked about there are 4 meditation which is considered as general useful. You can practice anytime. So will be this one. Okay. The Buddhanusati, you can practice anytime. Metta, you can practice anytime. So I put the asterisk here. Maranusati, you can practice this one anytime. Asubha, loathsomeness, you can practice anytime. Okay, Asubha, impurity. So these 4. Okay, based on this one, okay, come to this point. All right, so we can have a discussion here. Now you compare the samatha and vipassana. Now there will be some more discussion later when we go for this raga, dosa, moha, depends on our temperament and what kind of samatha practice. Okay, before we go for this discussion. So we just do a general discussion based on your vipassana practice and samatha. So which one do you want to practice? Okay, so anybody, based on this samatha or vipassana, which one do you like to practice? You can just say your answer now. Now we open for Q&A now. Because this Visuddhimagga is focused more on the meditation. So think about the meditation here. Which one you are familiar or which one you really like to practice? Okay,
Sorry,
sister.
can I try? Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, sure.
I will go for Metta and Anapanasati. These 2 only.
You go for Metta and Anapanasati. Why?
Yeah, Metta is to start with for our own calmness. That means when we send Metta, we will receive Metta ourselves. So it really comes down the whole mind and the body. And then focus on the Anapanasati, which is just the breath. And then either samatha or vipassana, usually I'll just use these 2, Metta and Anapanasati. Then the rest it will just flow by itself.
All right. So you don't focus on the rest except the metta and anapana. You
Start with,
never,
I usually, sorry.
I mean, you never really try to do other things except these two?
This for metta and anapanasati, which I have experienced, this for me, like, because it's suitable for me, and
Okay.
it's usually more effective for me. Yeah.
Okay,
So
more
I
effective.
do not
All right.
dwell with the rest. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. So how about the other student? How about Linda? Can you hear me, Linda? Yes. Okay. Linda, are you around? Okay. How about Sumeta? Right. Have you tried any method here? Sumeta?
Normally, I will go for metta.
Okay,
And then
metta.
I normally will prefer group one, group. So I feel more motivated, and maybe because of the collective energy, I meditate better rather than alone. At home,
alone,
I
all
don't
right.
do well. At home,
Okay,
normally if
all
I
right.
sit at the garden, it's even worse.
Okay. So you prefer to meditate in a group. Now, do you have group meditation now once in a while in your when?
Aloka, every
Aloka.
Tuesday.
Oh,
Tuesday
Tuesday.
and Friday, but I have to skip the Friday because of the Pali class.
Okay, okay.
If
So what
without
kind of
Pali
meditation do
class,
you practice?
Metta. We go on
Metta
metta,
only.
and then also breath one. The what?
Anapanasati. This one.
Anapanasati.
Okay, so
Yes.
most people go for metta and anapanasati. All right.
But of course, we start with walking meditation also lah.
Okay, all right.
Normally we will do chanting first to calm ourselves first. That is samatha, right? Chanting.
Chanting you can take as a like when you recite ETP, so it's a Buddhanussati, and then when you recite Dhamma, right? So you can take it as Buddhanussati, Dhammanussati. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
How about Ang, PC Ang? Have you practiced any of the method here? PC Ang.
PG Ang, is it?
Yes, I'm calling you. Yes.
Yes. Now, I don't know. I find that with my restless mind, I would gravitate to Vipassana style. But then,
Okay, you go here.
yeah, but then a lot of centers keep emphasizing to start with samatha so that we have the concentration, then only we step to Vipassana. So I'm in between. If I do Anapanasati samatha, I'll be like very restless. I really couldn't have concentration.
So you focus on the Vipassana side, Anapana.
Yeah, more to that, yes.
Oh, you're more to the Vipassana here. All right. Okay. So besides Anapana, what else do you practice?
In terms of practicing is Anapanasati, Metta, the 4 elements.
4 metta and 4 great elements, yeah. Okay.
Vedana
So do you do the 4 great elements as a samatha or 4 great elements as vipassana?
I think sometimes I just do samatha. I don't really get the technique yet, but sometimes it's just know the 4 elements, and sometimes into the details of the elements. So I do not know how to categorize them, or probably I'm not doing it right.
Never mind, when we come to other chapter, you will get to know it more. Now we are still at the lesson 3, all right? But it's okay.
Okay,
So
in terms of 4
yeah.
elements, okay, if I'm doing like daily chores or daily movements, it's more of just noticing the either wind or hard.
Yeah, then it will be the vipassana on the 4 great elements, because in samatha you are not supposed to be moved around, you know. If you are just move around, you want to contemplate on the 4 great elements, then it will be on vipassana, this one. Okay? 4 great elements.
Then during sitting, then more the details.
Okay, all right, thanks. Okay, so now if no discussion, so we will move to the next one. All right, so this is just for you to know there are so many methods here. So sometimes if you don't get one method, no worry, you still can, like samatha, there are 40 types. So if you cannot get one, you can choose other 39. So in vipassana, there are some are similar with the samatha, So you can try samatha and vipassana. Actually, it's true. Like anapanasati is actually vipassana, but it's also samatha. It also depends on how you do it. Okay. But it's good to do this general useful meditation because in Visuddhimagga, it asks you to try. So you can do the Buddha no sati anytime. What's the meaning of anytime? Means that you can contemplate on the Buddha anytime when you see the Buddha image, or if you feel lonely or afraid, you can think about the Buddha. So that's why we build a pagoda here, because now every day I can see the pagoda every moment. The pagoda here is very high. All right. And metta is good for you, good for others, right? To have more care and compassion towards yourself and others. All right. And then the Maranasati, think about that. So it make you more spiritual, has more spiritual urgency to practice. Asubha actually is try to reduce the greed nature. Asubha means impurity of the body, all right, of others and yourself. Now, okay, now we go to, not so bad today, we are on the page, paragraph number 8 already. Now, okay, now on this book, this will actually give very detailed explanation. It's actually quite nice. Now, we don't know, let's say for raga, dosa, moha, so we don't know what should we practice. So according to this book, the explanation is here. So let me hide this. Yeah. Hide the lesson. Okay, all right. Okay, now it's a text from paragraph 1 to 1, all right? So there are explanation here. So we will fill in the table together, so it makes our learning more interesting. Okay, as to the suitability to the temperament, here the expression should be understood according to what is suitable to the temperament. That is to say, the 10 kind of foundness and mindfulness occupied with the body are 11 meditation subjects suitable for one of greedy temperament, right? So 10 kind of foundness, this one. And mindfulness occupied with the body. Okay, so raga is already mentioned too. Because raga means greed. So people with greedy nature, they greed for the essential object. They like to take care of themselves. They like to beautify themselves. So it's good to see the 10 stages of the decomposition of the corpse, how the body are decomposed, asubha. And this is actually more talking about the corpse of other people, external object. So but kaya gata sati is your internal object. All right, about your, even when you contemplate the body, your body hair, when you see all these are loathsome, right? So suitable for raga. Okay, next one. 4 divine abiding and 4 color kasina are 8 suitable for the hating temperament. So look at the 4 divine. So this one, dosa, 4 color kasina. All right. So kasina you have divided to the, this one is the 4 color, right? So blue, red, yellow, white. So suitable for the those with dosa. Okay, next one. Mindfulness of breathing is a one as a collection of meditation subjects suitable for one with diluted temperament and for one with speculative temperament. So moha and vitaka. So moha. Okay. So the first 6 liquidation suitable for faithful. Right. So this means that for those who faith, so to think about the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Sila is virtue, morality, Chaga is generosity, Devata is thinking about the deities, how they become deities because of their own good deeds. Mindfulness of that, Maranasati, the question peace, and also for intelligence. So Buddhi, okay, now we look for the Buddhi. That. Okay, 4 great elements. This one also, nutriment. Okay. So 1, 2, that correction. Okay, and what else? Okay, Kasina. All right, Kasina is this one, suitable for all. So all the Kasina, the remaining one are suitable for all. And then the immaterial state are suitable for all. Okay. Right. So this is just some guideline given here. Okay. So this means that the rest are suitable for all. So we can just put here. This one also suitable for all. So you can make your own charts like this. In a way, it's also helpful for learning and make the mind more interesting rather than see all the text and try to digest the text. Okay. Right. Now we get all the points from this paragraph number 1 to 1. Right. For those we thinking too much, and then this means that for those with thinking too much, speculative, vitaka. So the object should be limited, means a small one, small kasina. For those with diluted, so the mind should have the big measureless. Measureless means that it's a big one, okay? Measureless, big kasina. Because their mind is not constrained, so to my big one. But all these are just some opinions. So we can look at this one about talking about 40 types of samatha, and we call this is called direct opposition and complete suitability. All right. But the next paragraph, okay. But the next paragraph gives us the other explanation, right? On the paragraph number 1 to 2. All this has been stated in the form of direct opposition and complete suitability, but there is actually no profitable development that does not suppress greed and help faith and so on. And this is said in a Meggiya Sutta. All right. One should develop the 4 kinds, 4 things foundless. Foundless should be developed for the purpose in abandoning the greed. Loving kindness should be developed for purpose of abandoning ill will. Mindfulness of breathing should be developed for the purpose of cutting off applied thought. Perception of impermanence should be cultivated for the purpose of eliminating the conceit I am. And in the Rahula Sutta, which the Buddha taught his own son, at that time, 7 meditation subjects are given, all right, for a single temperament. Okay. So based on the explanation here, it's talking about actually all are quite suitable. So as long as it can help to suppress the greed and help the mental state, good one, like the faith, all right? But we look at this one and try to understand from this one. Okay, so this is the guideline given here. Okay, now we can open for discussion now. Okay, so based on this one, anything you want to say? All right.
Ayaji, maybe I missed out under the Brahma Vihara's first line, second line, arupa, immaterial. How to understand that as
That one is the highest. After the 4 jhana, some material jhana, you go for immaterial jhana, means at that time, no material, is only the mental, very high mental state. So this more to do with samatha only. You will not practice this in the vipassana. Is this alupa or lupa jhana? So okay, we are talking, this missing the word jhana, right? So high end jhana.
so it's suitable for all temperaments, right? Okay.
Yes. Because if they be able to get the normal jhana, so their mind already firmly established, so then they should have no problem to go for the arupa jhana. Okay. Next question. All right. So I think the idea is, a person with greed then should be the, right. I think this is obvious. When the person had greedy, he should contemplate on the corpse asubha. impurity. So the body, his own body. So this Asubha is talking about, first, it's talking about external, you know, because when you see the corpse, it's never your own corpse. And this is internal, right? Practice on your own. So by practicing on others, Asubha, or your own Asubha, your 32 body parts, so you can reduce your greed. And then this is talking about all suitable. So from here, this is all suitable. So all suitable. So the rest, like dosa, practicing on the color, right? Blue, yellow, blue, red, yellow, and white. All right. And then the Brahma Vihara, you know, dosa means anger. So if people get angry, they should practice more loving kindness, compassion, rejoice, and learn equanimity. So people with moha, okay, then they should practice the anapanasati. But you look at here, even though it says anapanasati is practicing for moha, but even the rest, like the statement on the next page say, even the raga dosa, they can practice on anapanasati only. But why mention here? Because people are confused, so it's better their mind calm down and focus it. So instead of let the mind continue in confusion. For Sada, it's very obvious. Sada is they need to contemplate on the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha because they are already faithful. So by contemplating on this, their mind become more clear and more bright. Okay. Buddhi will be those who are intelligent or they like Maranasati and then the Upasama, thinking about the peace, are suitable for those with Buddhi because they need to contemplate on how you will die, why you are dying, and where are you going to when are you going to die, and after you're dying, where are you going, and so on. This is Maranasati, contemplate on that. And like Nibbana is peaceful. How peaceful is the Nibbana? Nibbana is a state without the greed, hatred, delusion. So it's suitable for those with greed, Buddhist character. And then the food, right? Disagreement on the food is also suitable for those with Buddhi. Okay. So Vitaka will be on Anapanasati also. Okay, so all these are just guideline, but I think the main one is this one, you see? There's no unprotected does not suppress. So means that everything, if you practice correctly, they should be suppress the greed and help the faith, right? Because even in Lahora Sutta, 7 meditation subjects are given for one single temperament. Okay, but now the question is, how do you know what is temperament? So the teacher will ask to the student, right? This kind of question. What is your temperament? What states are usually present in you? What do you like bring to your mind? What is meditation subject does your mind favor? So here the teacher is like a doctor trying to diagnose your illness. Okay. Now we go back to the last question. Now we already last. What is a suitable meditation for you? Right. So you have to think about that. Now we already present your character, raga here, and 40 type of samatha, and we already show you all the samatha and vipassana. Okay. So since this chapter is on the 6 type of temperament, the raga, dosa, moha, and so on, so you have to think about what is suitable for you. Okay. And you have to tell your teacher. Unless the teacher are very familiar with you, then the teacher can suggest a suitable one for you. So if your teacher is not familiar for you, then you have to decide what is suitable practice for you. Okay. Any question? If not, I will stop here. All right. So any last question for anybody? So this class is on every Saturday. So the purpose is to because why I started this class, because after the basic Buddhism, so it's to help the vulnerable to take exam in my university. So I was thinking that since I have the time now, so I like to revise on Visuddhimagga because I studied this text many years ago. So I stopped it because I focus on Pali. So I think it's good sometimes to come back to old books. Old books, even though it's very old book, but it's very valuable. It gives lots of very helpful information. Okay. So welcome the new student, Ang, and another one, Sim Mei. So if you possible, just put your real name. So next time is I know. Okay. So what is your real name? Easy for me to call the name. If no more question, we just stop with the chanting, the Buddha Sasana Chiranti Tatu. Okay. That means that is the paying homage also, and also wish the Buddha teaching will last long. So we do a very brief sharing of merits. Okay. So we please turn on the video together. Let's do the sharing of merits. Okay. Okay. So follow me. Imano punya baga sabba satanam dema. Imano punya bagam sabba satanam dema. Imano punya bagam sabba satanam dema. Sabe sata sukita hontu. Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Buddha sasanan chiranti tatu. Buddha sasanan chiranti tatu. Buddha sasanan chiranti tatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thanks for joining the class. Okay. So I hope you all enjoy the discussion, all right? So we'll try to make it like this because I think discussion is better. So first, you all got a chance to ask question and I don't feel so boring talking to myself. Because if I talk from beginning to end, I will feel like I'm talking to myself. So it's good to break and we discuss, break and discuss, all right? So in the time, you got some time to process the information. Okay, see you all, well, on the Pali class or whatever. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Saji.
Saji.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Saji.
everyone.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.